Train the muscles, not the joints.
Welcome back to Natural Glam Bodybuilding, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what is the secret to making gains over the long run. And one of the secrets that I will say that's extremely important and that might also become stronger as you continue on this natural bodybuilding path is the motivation factor. Now, what I mean by this is that when you find ways to be motivated or you follow new inspiration, let's just say that you follow new techniques or inspiration as it comes up, this may be your body's guidance in telling you what you should be doing. At some point, the two become one, where you're motivated in a direction because it's actually your body's guidance telling you that that's the right thing to do right now for whatever reason, right? Not only for gains, but also for health and stuff. So sometimes you may be guided to pump out some reps or to do more sets or to take longer periods of rest off and then hit the gym hard again for lots of reps. Or you might be motivated to do higher frequency but less volume, or to just do little workouts throughout the day just to get the blood going. I am willing to bet that when you are motivated by these different factors and that you are also trusting to follow this motivation, that you will get better results in the long run. Because let's face it, motivation is one of the weak links in training. This is, especially when you've been training for 20, 30, 40 years, at some point, just going through the motions is not necessarily enough, especially when you're not getting results or your body is fighting against you. Say you have an injury, or you're feeling like the joints are hurting, or maybe the muscles are just not working properly. You know what I'm saying? Like you can feel like something's off. Well, sometimes your motivation may go into a new training technique or a new training program because that's what's needed at this time. So I'm here to urge you to learn how to listen to this internal guidance and see where the truth is in this. And if it's not guided by insecurity, and if it isn't guided by emotional suffering or ego, you may find that there's a certain compass within you that guides you to the right technique at the right time. I'm hoping that compass guides you to buying one of my programs, but if it doesn't, then follow it. Follow that compass, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I could tell you to not follow that compass, but that would be corrupt on my part, just to make a buck. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of crap is that? So what I'm trying to do to you here is to urge you to learn how to follow this internal compass. And if you feel motivation or inspiration moving in a certain direction with your training or your workouts, even if it goes against the dogmatic principles in bodybuilding or goes against what is being taught by your favorite, instructor or favorite athlete or whatever, perhaps there's a reason. Perhaps there's a reason because you or your body need something different at this time, and you are the one in tune with it, right? Not this person that's just some person on the internet talking to you like I am right now or something. So I am talking about this just because I've noticed that there are different stages of my training that I go through. Sometimes I'll go through heavy periods of training, or I'll go through super high frequency periods of training, or I'll go through just like light workouts, really low volume types of training. And it's just because my body seems to need different things at different times, right? I mean, we know the weather is different all the time, and we know that affects how the trees grow, how the trees respond. Perhaps there's a different type of weather that your body is also responding to. I mean, something as simple as weather can affect how much body heat you have and how much sweating, you have or whatever. Like, simply put, we know that weather can affect how you feel, right? So perhaps there are other energetic weathers that are going on. And I know this to be true, but perhaps you don't. But I'm just saying that sometimes your body is responding because there are other influences that might be beyond your capacity to know at this time. You might not be aware of it, but it doesn't mean that these factors are also not present, right? Sometimes the unknowns are what get you, right? There's a lot of things in our food supply, like we think we're getting chicken breast, and then, you know, we get chicken breast from a different supplier. We're like, hey, this tastes different, this is different, you know, it cooks different. Like there's different elements to it. And everything that you change will change how your body reacts. So when you are in tune with this internal compass, it automatically knows what is true for you in this moment. You don't have to know all the little tidbits of information, because even information can be incomplete, right? No scientist would claim to know everything. And that's why I say, be careful when it comes down to following scientific studies, because they are always incomplete. And sometimes they misinterpret the results and apply them falsely to a collective group of people, when maybe their interpretations may only apply to a certain demographic, right? So this is why you have to become more in touch with this internal compass. And that's the gift of training. That's the gift of meditation. It's the gift of being here and now, that you will become more in tune. And I trust that you will not only be healthier from this, but you may get more gains in the long run because of it, because you are following what is internally needed. And this is going to have the ultimate intelligence of what's needed for this body. So anyway, I hope this helps you out in your training. Thanks a lot for watching. If you need to get hold of me, just go to naturalgallantbodybuilding.com, and thanks to the Patreon supporters, and take care for now. Mountain.